Hi, this is Marina from Dance Star Astrology, bringing you your monthly horoscope for the next 2 months. So we're into March for Virgo, and Mars launches into your 10th house of career. Now this is different from your work house because it's more to do with your life calling. So it should be a lot more interesting really, and give you opportunities to boost your status. You'll be more ambitious during this time as well. Now, the new moon in Pisces is going to activate your love life. So if you're single, this would be a good time to start a routine where you give yourself opportunities to meet new people and start some kind of romance. It's also a good time for partnerships as well with work, with all that ambition that's going on. You could also make great collaborations with people at this new moon. Then on the 21st, Mars trine Saturn, and this is going to be this is really going to unite your aims, your ambitions with just what you do on a daily basis to earn money. So when these come together in a trine, you should reach the perfect balance between having a secure job, but also some adventurous projects where you don't have to always concentrate on making money. You could be doing something that's a little bit more creative and experimental, and something that's unlike you, something that is out of your comfort zone, really. And really, I think this is going to pay off because on the 28th, there is a full moon. At the same time, Mars is conjunct your North Node, and this is in your career house. So this is much more to do with long-term career success and status and the future. So you may have to work a little bit in the long term. You might have to be thinking of, okay, I might have to go without some money at the moment, but these qualifications are really good. And then in the future, I can move away from the sort of bread and butter work from the 6th house and move more towards a really fulfilling career. So March is actually quite an easy month for you, Virgo. And what's nice as well is that Venus and the Sun do join Neptune in your 7th house. So it can be very romantic for your love life as well. So I think you'll be feeling happy with your ambitions, and this will reflect on your general security and self-esteem as well. The confidence will be up. So you can start to attract people who are more equal in status as well. So if you can see that you're not just somebody's wage slave and you have some sort of authority, you'll also attract more authoritative partners. That doesn't mean to say that they're going to boss you around. It's just that you'll be more on equal. So April for Virgo starts with the Mars square Neptune on the 9th. Now this is notorious for addiction in relationships, and since Neptune is in your marriage house and Mars is in your 10th house of career. I mean, it could be someone, you might have a massive crush on someone at work, and this can be quite distracting. At the same time, you're putting a lot of energy into work as well. So it's going to be hard for you to keep away from this person. Or it could be that you feel like there's someone you've got a crush on at work and you've got a partner as well, because the partner may be acting Neptunian again and having addiction problems of their own. So there is that conflict within you. Do you leave them? Do you try and convince them to go to a counsellor or AA or something to deal with their problems? Or it may simply be that they're ill as well. Neptune can be illness, and they need to see a doctor, and you've got to convince them to do that. Of course, it all depends on your healthcare provider, whether they're a good one or not, but we won't go into that here. So the new moon in Aries on the 11th will help you find alternatives, because it is the 8th house of the taboo, and sometimes the taboo is things that aren't in the mainstream. It's someone who can look at the psychological causes of illness, and with yourself as well. You know, the mental health for you is important, because with the 10th house and all the pressure at work and Mars being in there as well, it's a bit too much to deal with. It can feel quite overwhelming. So I think you need somewhere where at least you can have some talking therapy, or some third party can examine things from a more objective psychological perspective. On the 17th, there is a fantastic Mars trine Jupiter. Again, it unites your work, bread and butter house with your career. And this time it's definitely much more daring, bombastic, and you'll have way more confidence than normal. This isn't the meek Virgo anymore. And I think this will really help before Mars then goes into your 11th house of hopes and dreams and friends, and that will be on the 23rd. So make use of the Mars trine Jupiter on the 17th, and then we get on the 24th, Saturn will trine the North Node. So all these are very good at getting you on the right path and building self-esteem. And we mustn't forget the nodes are currently in the mutable signs as well. So this is especially good for you too, because it's getting you on the right path in terms of your career. So I think this year is a lot of adjustments between what used to be regarded as what you could do the best, which is being more of an employee. But now you're getting thoughts of, maybe I can be an employer. Maybe I can be self-employed. Maybe I can even employ others and be a leader rather than, just following other people's orders. The full moon in Scorpio will be focused on your environment, your local area, and that may give you some inspiration to think of what kind of business you want to do. Is it going to be in the community? Is it to do with gardening? Is it to do with DIY? Because this is a very sort of Virgo craft energy as well. So you're very good at tinkering with tools and just helping people in the neighbourhood. So this is an ideal time to make friends, network a bit in your local area by offering your services, and it may lead to something that is a bit more permanent. So you might do some volunteering, and then it turns out that they're actually looking for someone full time. On the 30th, it's Ceres square Pluto. Now, Ceres could be described as resonating with Virgo very well, and it could even be your sort of secret ruling planet after Mercury, if you like, and it's square Pluto. So at this time, Ceres is now in your Persephone zone, in the forbidden fruit zone, whereas Pluto's in your home house of lovers. So there could be a time where you feel a little bit vulnerable to abduction from a very charming guy, but beware when there's the square with Ceres, because it really does have Dark Cupid written all over it. So you might have to resist temptation until you know the person better. Now, it doesn't have to be about love necessarily. The Ceres in the 8th can be an interfering mother-in-law, and Pluto can be your children. So there could be someone trying to take over your authority or override your authority when it comes to your children. So just don't let them, and stand up to them. So that was your monthly horoscope. You can come to Dance Star Astrology for the rest of the year, where it's all written in transcript for you. Or if you're a member, you can also get the transcripts free every month as well. So thanks for listening. Take care. All the best. Bye-bye.